visual gesture.
Yeah, I don't know why you clap. There's nobody watching us.
I know.
There's like nobody can hear you clapping except me. You show off.
Actually, that just sounds like fapping.
All right, what did the Eldinger say?
He has said nothing back yet, but I will update you.
Tell him it's from me. They like me there.
Blitz says hi.
Tell him the request is from me.
I am not gonna tell him that.
Yeah, they'll switch for us.
It's fine. Alright, so I actually get my wish that I didn't get in the last game, which is a Resolution Invoker. Even if the draft didn't work for it, I just like watching Resolution on Invoker. This is a general thing. But they start with the VS early.
Team Empire's turn to ban.
Is this where it really pays off, the fact you run both the support and a core VS consistently? A lot more difficult for LGD to read the draft and work out who to ban?
Yeah, I think so. It frees things up a lot. Like a first pick and bench, it's something that Empire do often. They run it both ways. There's no bias towards one or another. They're pretty flexible with the draft in this regard. I think the Invoker pick is the interesting part just because I like the hero as a whole. Like I think it's really interesting to watch Invokers be played, but
5 seconds remaining.
It's become strong. Like it's ever since the buffs. There's a lot that you can do with it. The Alacrity buff makes it so that you can still go Quas Wex, but you can kind of like split your time and you still have enough damage in the lane, because that was always the weakness of the Quas Wex build, so you would never have damage to actually CS.
Sorry, I kept looking over. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry, Blitz.
I'm starting to feel the fatigue right now.
You got the wall? You found the wall?
Mm-hmm.
The ice wall? Yeah. That would have been a better joke if we were both completely not tired. Actually, even then, I don't think it would be... Oh, Blitz.
Dude, we're getting home at like 3 today. I don't even feel bad.
It's only 12 hours today. What are you complaining about, Blitz?
Yeah.
LGD's turn
Feel
to
good.
pick.
So soft, Blitz. So soft.
It's all good.
So, second phase banning is done. No bounty this time around. Team Empire will be playing up against that kind of momentum. And again, they ban out the PL. Now, we used that as an indication last time to just say that maybe this will probably be a VS core. But it could just be mind games too. Like, they ban out the Brew, ban out the AA, take away a lot of the other power of Team Empire, and go back into what worked so well for Sylar in the last game. The Gyrocopter has arrived again. So has the Dazzle, and, well, that answers our question. It's a Vost. It's a Vost Juggernaut.
The Jug is really good against... The Jug is good against the Gyrocopter, though.
And you want to push the Juggernaut to the offlane?
No, I meant just like...
Just in general?
Yeah, just in general, the Jug is good against the Gyrocopter, because the way that the Gyrocopter builds gets countered by the Jug's build. We're far from good, not good from far.
10 seconds
Was
remaining.
that the start of a song?
Something like that.
5 seconds remaining.
Even just your normal voice starts sounding like a tune.
My voice is like dying right now. I think I have a cold, almost certainly actually.
No, I know you have a cold because you gave me a cold.
I love being sick all the time, by the way.
We locked ourselves in a room together. Right
Making out last night was a bad idea.
Yeah, we should stop doing that.
But it's tradition.
At the end of every game, there's gonna be a snuggle.
At the end of every game, me and Toby just like make out like crazy.
LGD's turn to ban.
Oh, Beastmaster Funnick. Man, both teams are playing to such huge strengths. Like, you know, you get the mid-SF out from LGD, you've got the Tuskar again for ROTK, if that's what they wish to do.
10 seconds remaining.
And with the SF and the Gyrocopter, their team fighters, that's insanely scary. If they can combine with something... I'm wondering if this is going to be a support Tuskar or not. Like, do you try and get, like, that AoE control and pick... Actually, you could just get something like a Disruptor pickup.
I would like to see...
10 seconds
an offlane Huskar, or offlane Tuskar.
Okay.
5 seconds
Okay, so what would be a secondary support for LGD then?
I think LGD should take...
Reserve time.
Should take a time machine back and pick Winter Wyvern.
I got a reply from LD, but it seems he's not at the house. He must be on his Christmas holidays with his family, but he passed the message on. He didn't say hi back.
Flipadelphia. That's where he's right now.
Never been to Philly.
I think that they will take the new and improved... Wait, is CM in Captain's mode?
Crystal Maiden?
Yeah.
Yes.
The new and improved Crystal Maiden.
Why, I believe she's in Captain's mode.
I'm sure she is.
I'm questioning my mind now.
She definitely is.
LGD's turn to
Take
pick.
the new and improved Crystal Maiden. Or the Nyx Assassin Hero.
The Nyx got new and improved as well. Not completely new. But he got buffed up a little bit.
I'm sure people are going to be boring, though, and pick Bane or something.
10 seconds.
They think it's actually going to be a support tusk, though.
They do? By banning out the clockwork, yeah.
5
Yeah.
seconds.
Maybe you take
remaining.
something...
You still got heroes like Darkseer available and other options like that.
Oh, Darkseer's godlike. How'd that hero not get banned?
Alright, but is it going to be a core tusk, guys, to support Lion?
Team Empire's
We
turn
were right.
to pick.
How are we
It was,
right?
it was an offlane tusk.
You, like the royal we, you were right. I just added the question into the pool.
Yeah, Empire was wrong. Haha.
Alright, so Empire need one more support hero. Up against a Lion and a Dazzle. They got a lot of burst damage on LGD side, a lot of magical burst damage on
10
LGD
seconds
side.
remaining.
Let's ask us Snowball and a Dazzle. What have you got that
5
really
seconds
works against them
remaining.
and can really interrupt the SF as well?
Beastmaster.
Reserve time.
Jug is pretty good against SF too. I don't know. I think you need another support. I will say, oh, that's interesting.
Is this just Empire's attempt to try and control the laning phase?
It's not even the laning phase. It's just good team fight. Although, they need to put pressure on that gyrocopter because Sylar can really mess this game up again.
There's gonna be a support silencer in there.
Does well against the Dazzle though. Silencer, you just global, then kill everybody.
Stop that pesky shallow grave, cancel the SF ulti.
Yeah.
But once those BKBs kick up for the gyro and the SF, like I still find it very weird that you can dispel global silence with a BKB, but once you're BKB'd, global silence can still silence you.
Well, because global silence would be garbage then if that didn't do that.
It kind of would be, yeah. But it just seems the mechanic is a
10
little off.
seconds remaining.
In what way, Toby?
Well, you just
Explain yourself.
5 seconds remaining.
if you're immune, you should be immune.
That
But the fact that it pierces the spell immunity just makes me feel very odd about the
man,
ability.
it's crazy, right? There's no spells in the game that pierce spell immunity, so
There is a lot.
it's really weird to that this silence that does no damage pierces spell immunity. It is I don't quite understand it. You are right.
Okay, I will admit that what I'm saying is shite. Maybe it's just because I'm bitter about it.
No, I'm just being a dick right now. I'm sorry.
It's fine, Blitz.
It's just I'm used to casting with Cap, and
That's right. Yeah, because Cap will have some kind of rebuttal.
no, Cap will just be an ass back to me, and then I won't feel weird.
Yeah.
You got to be an ass back.
I'm generally
Like
not
the
nice.
tier 4 comment, that was good. I like that. That one was a good one.
That's like my only good one of the day. Like it's very rarely I get to make you laugh with a good meme back.
Woo! So what's going on with
this is the same warning again. I wasn't so sure about this, considering like there's less trees to cut through for Empire to track down both these wards.
What was the head honcho's response?
He's currently with his mother. Big thoughts go out to LD's mother. She is ill,
Mm-hmm.
so we think of LD's mother. But yeah, he passed on the message, but still no response yet. Gods is too lazy to check his Skype.
To battle.
Man, you're not helping our public relations game at all.
I'm really not.
Can I just like?
I'm really not.
Can I just pretend to be you for a week? I'm sure this will work. You know when Justin Bieber decided to do that like Comedy Central roast to make himself more likable? Let me do that with your Twitter. I don't even care if it's transparent. Let me just make all your tweets for you.
Oh wait, I actually do have Parker. Okay. He did add me onto my new Skype. Well, that's a surprise. I didn't think I actually had him because I searched for him before and he wasn't there. Okay, well that's good. I can get that sorted. Wonderful. Cool. Alright, I'm done.
It's all good. We all get distracted, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's our job.
God.
Hey.
God. Blitz.
I'm just being a dick. I'm really sorry. I don't know what's come over me.
I never realized your guns were so big. I thought Cap was the one that worked out. RTK bottom lane. This can be our first blood. Team Empire. No.
They don't get it.
They don't have the finishing. They don't have the finishing move. Like initiation on the top lane with a double stun from MMY, but it was the bottom lane with that aggressive spin from Juggernaut.
You want to try to zone out early. If anything, just to trade out regen. So you make the Tusk feel uncomfortable. Like it costs the Juggernaut almost nothing. But he is missing a few more CS than I'm used to Vos missing.
I'm just feeling a little bit more pressured. Oh god, that pull is
6.
so good from Aloha down.
Oh, you're so good!
Counter!
RTK! You wily motherfucker, that was so good!
Oh. Just when you thought RTK was going to be having a horrible, horrible life on this lane, he just ensured himself with that one shard. 2.5 waves of experience.
Ooh.
That's gonna bite Empire in the ass.
That was one of the cooler basic things I've ever seen. That's like a play anybody can make, but it was just neat to watch. That's the first time I've seen that because of the patch. Let's say that.
It's just the diss level. From having it. Yeah, from having that new camp there. So, middle lane, SF's not having the greatest time in the world. Obviously, he's an SF though, so there's always ways to come back. But Resolution has a little bit of help from this double damage silencer.
Yeah, he should be okay in this lane anyways. Like, Invoker does quite decent against SF, which is why you're going to see DDC rotate.
Note too the build coming out from silencer. EGM actually preferred to go for the last word as his first ability. This time around, is that because No Fear wanted to just harass with glaives on the lane?
Yeah, it might be a preference thing too. Like, I would go glaives.
Is it just a value point in the harassment?
He was trying to dual lane, or tri-lane, like, against top, so he needed something else.
We played that game the other night where I played that support silencer, and you're like, man, last word. Last word. Walk into mid lane and just trigger last word, and we win the lane.
Yeah. We lost, like, we lost that game, yeah.
Yeah, we did. But that's neither here or there. It was me listening to your advice at the time.
Very true, very true. Just walk in, last word somebody, walk out, be a dick.
That was when we were being a dick to a Queen of Pain.
She was a dick to us, though.
Oh.
Alright.
She hunted me all across the map. It was a very sad game.
This Jug's doing okay, though, in lane. Just watching him CS. There's something so peaceful about watching melee heroes CS. It's just relaxing.
Do you ever watch like the different animations they've got?
Yeah, for the swords and stuff.
Yeah. The jump. Same again from RTK.
Jumpman, Jumpman. He's making it real hard to pull.
He even managed to... Okay, no. Catapult's aggroed. So middle lane where Resolution's going to get attacked in, but he's got the movement speed to get away from MMY. They're able to get that stun off. Maybe also the timing of that rotation in. Like, if he waited an extra 5 seconds, it would have been nighttime, and the vision wouldn't have been as good for Resolution.
Yeah.
But if you also waited 5 seconds, Resolution would have left for the bottom room. So, instead, that bottom room gets into the hands of Aloha Dance. And he's preparing to attack in a maybe. He's got the magic missile ready with the Invis rune and the sentry ward. Oh, it reveals him. So they're going to stun over on the Vengeful Spirit. I'm wondering if that was actually a prep for the Invoker ward. Not actually one to see the Invis rune. Because they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know that she picked it up. It was just unlucky for him. A lot of people, because they assume that there's a high ground ward, they place that preemptively. That's going to actually destroy him.
Okay, so yeah, he was killed by the wave. Yep. I'm wondering why didn't we hear first blood sound effects and all that jazz? It's because he didn't get killed off by a hero. Now MMY's back. ROTK rotates and will actually lose the side of resolution for a moment, so incapable of getting that snowball off. Funny's getting a lot out of this top lane, like 3.5 levels for him. Like yeah, ROTK rotates and he's up to level 4.5 already.
I think it's mainly just because he's had some help. I actually think he might be a little bit
Are they going to kill him?
underleveled.
I think they're going to kill him.
They are going to kill him indeed.
With the stun, the hex, and the rocket barrage, more than enough damage coming out from LGD.
They are gaining control of this game very rapidly.
Where's okay? They're off to scout out the stack. Leave one observer ward behind with this smoke from the Vengeful Spirit. Also another observer ward back behind the tower. Not certain if he's looking for like the courier of the SF because it's currently headed a little bit further north, or if they're planning some kind of engagement into that mid.
I doubt it.
Because is that the place you put like a protection rune? Like if you want to see LGD's attack, is it there, or do you want to try and focus that one like?
It's just a good one so that you can see TPs behind the tower and stuff that you wouldn't normally see when you're hiding on the high ground. Like it spots out ROTK when he's trying to set up for mid. Because it's a Tusk. That's a mobile hero. He's not going to just like try to sit and farm against a silencer jug lane. That feels incredibly pointless.
Yep.
Which is why you're seeing the Vengeful Spirit camp on this high ground. Because he's hoping that the Tusk will get over aggressive and go for it.
And then follow up stun, quick pop kill. Alright, so Horvorst. He's actually underneath this tower now. No point up in the healing ward. He actually went for a 3-0-1-1 build. And correct me if I'm wrong, he's got the extra point up in stats. With the branch with
yes,
the plus
I
3.
believe so.
Yeah. I'm trying to do my math and I'm like, yeah, he's got stats.
Fancy beating you here.
What does the 1 point up in stats really do for you?
No,
Like,
that ult doesn't do anything.
Oh, that snowball down. Omnislash, that's what you're talking about. Runs out. RTK. That Shallow Grave's going to help protect him for the moment. Actually, what's going to run out first? It's going to be the Shallow Grave, but RTK's fine. That was that Arcane Curse.
Unfortunate. Vos can't really make that move, especially if if a creep or somebody is nearby him. What ends up happening is you snowball dodge most of the hits.
So they're going to go back for that pull again. No fear this time is trying a different angle for the pull. This will actually stack and pull at the same time if it worked right, but looks like it won't do either because of the timing.
You just circle around.
Okay, so SF's taken his stack. He's going to progress pretty nicely. The Invoker obviously has had a really good start, but is this good enough for resolution? Like, he's going to go into an Urn of Shadows, so he can look to be aggressive, but speaking of aggressive, LGD. They brought in Sylar. They brought in all their friends. And they're looking now for the Vengeful Spirit, so Aloha Dance, that Rocket Barrage is a very easy kill with no magic missile to create space. 4 kills already for LGD. And this tier 1 tower is pretty much in the bag.
It was their Invoker that was kind of keeping them afloat. He has a lot of CS. Their Jug does too, but that's kind of to be expected. But this Invoker dying is a pretty big deal. It was a really nice rotation by Sylar. This is what you want to do as well. Like, oftentimes, remember we talked about it, is you go into the off lane and try to pressure, but it's a Juggernaut. And you're a Gyrocopter. He'll just spin. Can't do anything. Won't even slow him. So that rotation actually works out beautifully, though.
And now they actually buy more space for MMY. Like, he's got level 6 of Finger of Death available. It's not so easy just trying to contest him inside the lane.
That's a pretty absurd level this early on.
How about a Blink Dagger at 9.5 minutes as well?
What?
Yep. His net worth is above that of the Tuskar by 1,000 gold.
I thought you were just messing with me.
Nope, no mess.
Okay, this game is interesting.
Yep.
You can actually just one-shot somebody for free right now. Including... The Invoker's actually too tough to kill. But if they gear up mid, he stun Fingers with 1 or 2 raises.
The ping just came out. Silencer saw it, so they just pinged out the fact he's got the Blink Dagger already.
He might even smoke under this. This would be disastrous. And that's why that ward pays off, Toby.
It does. It really does. It's funny too. I'd actually want to look back through the history of LGD around like that first mid smoke from the supports, as if they keep doing it behind the tower every time.
I mean, that's just a common spot in general. You don't think there's going to be a ward there. He had no idea that somebody had already gone back and placed one in that area. Like, it's fairly unlikely. Havos right now is baiting because he thinks he can get the spin off, or at least that there will be some save.
Well, that's what Silence is there for. Silencer also still doesn't have that global silence yet. No Fear needs to get a little bit more space with the levels, but they're just so tight, and there's no way they're going to go for like the bait when that observer was right behind him. LGD see what Empire are doing. Well, there's that TP out, so Juggernaut doesn't work, so he goes bottom lane.
I think they finally realized that smoke's run out, line's not showing on the map. What's the point of this? This isn't benefiting either side.
They would have caught a glimpse of line just then. He walked a little bit south of that ward inside the dire jungle. But LGD didn't really care. They're already going to start attacking in through the top. I like how Sylar also just steals the ball. It's probably not the most efficient thing in the world, considering it's still a 1 minute cooldown over on the Helm of the Dom. But it stops the ball from annoying him from Funnick.
Dom is just common too. It's such a cheap, cost-effective item. You want to build it into Satanic too against a lineup like this.
God, that's a big Ancient stack. If LGD can, like... If they can establish control around the Radiant Secret Shop and then just bring the Gyro over with the Flat Cannon and
it would take so long though.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't have that much damage, does he?
No, doing Ancient stacks with Gyrocopter this early on into the game is actually quite inefficient. It takes you like 5 Flat Cannons. We saw it yesterday.
It's more efficient than a level 1 Axis Beastmaster.
I kind of agree with that.
And the Battle Fury from the Juggernaut's a very long way away. These Ancients are at a position right now where they actually can't even farm them. But Team Empire rotate over. Look around Roshan. Looks like at the same time Funnick dies on the top lane, but it's Smoke Egg on bottom I was willing to have a look at. But it's not going to achieve anything. LGD, just clean and collective. Now 5,000 net worth advantage, 12.5 minutes in. The experience isn't too far behind it, and of course, he's looking at ROTK, but while the creep wave is here, it's a snowball dodge with an Omni Slash. So they need a little bit more help. And the force is in pretty deep. So they start just attacking into the tower, and LGD, looks like they're not going to defend this.
I think it's way too late.
RTK walks down, however, like there's global silence available.
Hawk gets sniped. He's gonna ping too. He knows the silencer's behind this. So it's no chance. Just take the tower and get out.
Meanwhile, LGD back into the jungle again. The SF is now 6,100 net worth, the 6.3k of the Gyrocopter. The Juggernaut's the closest behind that, but Resolution, this Orchid timing is very much delayed.
It was that one death. Does hurt him quite a bit. This Lion hasn't been able to use the blink as effectively as he wants, as his team is playing a little bit more passively, waiting for things to kind of transpire around the map.
At least all the vision, like both teams are watching each other so well with the observer wards. So it's difficult for anyone to really catch him out by surprise, but LGD, like, they're still 5 kills ahead with such a huge advantage early on. But they need something. Like, if Resolution had the Orchid, then maybe he could be turning this around with some good, like, rotations and solo kills, like on someone like DDC, for example. Very easy kill once you got the Orchid.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so? You don't think you can kill off DDC with...
DDC is a god. After watching what he did, last game to Havost, I doubt it. He's just gonna go insane. There is a Helm of Dom on the SF too. That's pretty interesting.
It's like LGD is just like preparing for the long haul.
Yeah.
But they've got 2 of them, like Gyro as well as SF, both built into the Helm of the Dominator. So it can't just be for the stacking. It must be for the control of the Beastmaster minions during the fight too. Vengeful Spirit. Oh, I don't think you're going to survive through this one. There's no Finger of Death for MMY, but they got enough damage from range to ensure the kill over on VS. Okay, does he do it? Kill blink. Okay, did I just not see that stun? VS dropped out of 5 HP, and MMY just... He threw air.
Dire's middle
Was I the only one?
tower
Did you
is
see it?
under attack.
No?
Where did it go?
It vanished. It's gone. It's in the ether now. At bottom resolution.
Can you stun no distance? Oh, that's really good. EMP Tornado, RTK. They actually used the Global Silence as well, but unfortunately commits the Omni Slash.
That's fine. A kill is a kill.
Unless Sylar can get a bit of revenge. Yeah, okay, yeah. He spins and Sylar does nothing to him. What's his saying in practice?
Question is, what does the gyrocopter go for now? S and Y, or does he go for the Manta to deal with the Juggernaut?
Manta would make sense if both Sylar and maybe got it.
Gonna go for the Roshan.
Resolution. Jump fall by MMY. He's got the Finger of Death. Use it on Resolution, but the swap out from Aloha Dance will save a little bit of life and also pull Empire out of that cooldown radius of Sylar.
There's no Global Silence, and the Juggernaut is not anywhere near here. I doubt that they continue to fight for this.
But there's no cooldown either. I suppose, though, you got a level 2 Requiem of Souls from maybe. Yeah, the advantage definitely goes the way of LGD. So with the Aegis Immortal behind him, can LGD just force down lanes, or are they worried about the trade?
I don't know. If you go force down lanes, I guess you could. That's probably the best option right now, because you're not entirely sure how low Roche is. It's that low. So maybe he's going to pick up an early Aegis, and I think this is just going to prompt LGD to go for the 5-man. I think if you're Empire now, you just trade towers. There's almost no other way to do it.
Almost like that's exactly what they're doing. Resolution to push out the top. Clearance on bottom lane, however, for LGD is a little bit stronger. Also the momentum, because you're running that Shadow Wave. Like the Creep Wave just remains alive so much longer.
Shadow Wave.
Suppose you got a healing ward from Juggernaut too.
There's a mech now though on the Tusk. Their team fight is insane. I think that if they have Arcane Boots too, right? They should have 2 Arcane Boots if they're against
RTK and DDC.
Yeah, you need them against the Invoker. That means you can continue the push. Like oftentimes what'll end up happening is teams will just build regular treads or something like that, and then they'll try to push against an Invoker, he EMP tornadoes once, and then push over. But with double Arcane Boots, you can keep this sustained for quite some time.
Looks like both sides now are just going for tier 2 trade-offs. The fortifications bought a little bit more time for LGD, and they start their first TP. The tier 2 tower is still down. It's RTK who comes in to just throw the shards, that's all.
Empire actually takes down tower so fast with the Beastmaster passive.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They both were very quick at pushing out the lanes. That's right, there'll be no more towers left if the teams want to keep going for trade-offs. Keeps this game very close. And, well, SF already looking towards the mid.
They have Aegis. They want to try to use their Aegis advantage right now.
You got your answer about Sylar, by the way, if you didn't already say that. That's the SMY for him.
Okay.
And maybe he's also maybe he's got just the Yasha, so he's still open to going in for that Manta style.
When you have this much of a lead, plus he's got Helm of Dawn and the Aegis, he can be more flexible. Although the Juggernaut is starting to catch up. And by catch up, I mean he's ahead.
Yeah.
Last hit on the tower, a lot of creeps he's getting because of the Battle Fury. The slowed down pace of the game is not helping a lot of the members of Empire, as they have like 3 out of the bottom 4 net worths. But it is helping Havosis' game. He's going to level up his Hexagon after this.
There's a bit of a movement from LGD coming into the mid. But Empire's back in the same position we saw in game number 2. Around near their ancient area, while LGD have control of the mid lane and just the close camps of Empire in on that jungle side. But LGD just keep going. They have no fear, and Empire, like, Resolution's already making a break for the top lane. They're not going to get a trade-off this time around. Like, this is a tier 2 tower for nothing back. Unless we want to count farming up a couple of camps in the dire jungle. You've still got that Aegis for another 2 minutes, so... Push, push, push time. Leave the SF on the front lines. Let maybe just keep beating into the tower. Horst as well as Funnick have arrived now at the tier 3 tower on the top. But the damage output's already started up here from LGD.
I mean,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
are you really just going to let this go? I don't know if you can. Like, somebody should go and stop Host.
Yeah.
You push pretty fast, but this is pretty quick.
MMY's got a 4-staff 20 minutes in as well now.
And that's the richest line I've ever seen in my life. He does only have 693 HP though, so if he has to play defensively, he'll get blown up.
It's the basic boost. Like, is it that point where you wonder if it's good to go in for just the Tranquils at this point, or?
No.
Because he's kind of at a point where he doesn't really need them anymore.
I'm sure that he needs...
They might actually just get the 3 Arcanes. If you're talking about like the Invoker before, like... He doesn't need that.
I don't think so. He has Mana Drain.
Yeah.
He needs HP is what he needs. And levels. He's only level 8 still. He's the same level as the Silencer and the Venge, despite being so far ahead in net worth. I hate it when that happens. It's like, when you match up like that.
Well, he's going to get a little bit more levels now as Siler takes out the stack. Takes him a little bit longer because that long cooldown over on Flat Cannon.
It's not actually that efficient with Gyro. Like, he's got to use Flat Cannon multiple times.
Empire just smoked underneath the ward. The ping came out as well. That sentry's not in range of the observer ward, but a ping came out from No Fear on exactly the same position as the LGD observer ward. Oh, there goes your Aegis Immortal. So it's a 4-minute 22 mark for Roshan. So it's about 1.5 out of the 3-minute mark potential spawn time.
This Gyrocopter continues to farm, but the Jug has taken the lead in XP. Looks like he's going to go for a Manta style so that he can continue the split push. You can dodge some abilities with it too, makes you a little bit tankier.
LGD's on the hunt. A 4-man smoke. RTK gets to be the one man that just like floats out the side. They're right underneath the Hawks.
If they could kill the Venge or the Beastmaster, this would be the best case.
They're looking for the BM, but they got no vision on him. Now the weave comes just a little bit too late. The stuns were too far away anyway. Like, RTK is like the only one with a stun next to MMY, but MMY wasn't in the right position.
They're gonna just try to look for a pick off, then move down to this top tower, but Empire after that gets revealed. They're gonna circle around. Havos continues to farm up. Now he's got the what is that item called?
It's
the Manta style? Yep. And it looks like the Invoker Resolution. He decided to go for a BKB if he's worried.
Well, it's not too shabby considering like he doesn't want to get popped by that lion at the start of every single fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
Some
attack.
stand his ground as LGD. Well, they can't take the ground here. There's not a lot Resolution can do about this. He can't invoke his combo right now.
Are fortified.
Like Tornado's coming off cooldown,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
but it's already too late.
Radiant's
tier 2
top
tower is lost.
has fallen.
It's not worth it to fight that anyways. Your Jug is continuing to farm and split
I'll
push.
take that as tribute.
You're just gonna have to allow Havos to do what he wants for now.
You're just losing map control with every time they do this though. Like, yeah, Havos gets farmed, but now all the outer towers of Team Empire are lost. Yeah, LGD's only got 2 of theirs left too, but it's still...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Shadow wave.
I suppose you have a Beastmaster for Empire, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Just send the Hawks out. You'll get vision anyway. Like, maybe he's being watched like a Hawker at the moment.
Vision game plus just the fact that Roar is quite good against
Here they go.
at these heroes.
Roar on to DDC, and wow, okay. Level 2 Omnislash gets committed. Beastmaster. He'll TP out, and MMY can't do anything. They get away with murder.
That was pretty awkward. Yeah, it just blew up.
It seems quite a heavy commitment, however. Like, you commit a level 2 Omnislash to get that kill. Potentially, he could have just spinned and then TP'd out, and that still would have been enough damage. Makes me wonder if Empire's just a little bit scared about what they can get on the map, and if they can also get out after they've taken it. Because that was still close with the Lion's maneuver.
I thought he was going to get the Beastmaster for a second. Like, he had the angle, but he blinks to the right. Only finds the Jug who's spinning. Pretty much unkillable.
The one of the 2 targets that he couldn't disable.
Yeah.
And that BKB's now done for Sylar, 25 minutes in. Not too shabby. What else is there really? Like you got this earn over on DDC, but he's never really had an opportunity to gain any charges on it. Slowly and surely, Empire are dragging this experience advantage of LGD's back again. And this is after I thought LGD would just go straight up through the mid, take the racks.
Alright, so the Invoker is about to grab a BKB. Havos has 2,300 gold. Roshan's about to respawn. That's probably what LGD are waiting for anyways.
Yep.
But and the Jug continues to get huge. And it is a good counter to the Shadow Fiend and the...
Oh, they come for the VS. They don't see him though. Gonna go for a blind stun.
That would have caught him too, I think.
It looked a little short. Just a little.
I thought it extended at the end though if you target the ground.
I cannot answer that question for you. LGD as well as Empire both know that Roshan's alive. LGD, however, is like the one team that doesn't understand that doesn't know that Empire knows because of the Hawk position, of course. Now they will, with Avor sending in a couple of illusions. Resolution hovering around. They're going to find the rest of the LGD lineup now. So the battle will begin, but not before the SF gets pressured with the Omni Slash. Oh, the illusions soak up a little bit more of it, but they have enough damage, not when the Greaves arrive. The perfect moment for ROTK to roll in, and maybe will physically damage down the Juggernaut. The spin will not protect him, and Silo will actually be the one to take the kill. The defensive TP is out now by Empire, allow LGD just to pop into Roshan.
They really needed to fight more as a team there. Like, everybody from LGD was ready, everybody from Empire was not, and this is going to mean a Roshan. You can't make these kinds of communication errors this late. It's only 2-6, but Roshan is going to help end this passivity, I think.
Now LGD can actually advance. You instantly see Aloha move up to that top lane, push the lane out as quickly as they possibly could. That's what forced LGD back last time. The fact that tier 3 tower came under attack from Team Empire. But this time around, nothing's going to stop LGD from going high ground. It's been the lowest killing game of the entire tournament with only 8 kills in 28 minutes.
It has been a barn burner in a different way, because now SF's going to go high ground. They don't have Glyph available. Empire, they get one really clean shot at this. There is a buyback available on the Juggernaut pretty soon, but there's none on the Invoker, so Empire, they can't afford to lose anybody here.
LG just take this tower so quickly. Here comes your EMP Tornado, going to work. Sylar had enough distance that he holds onto his mana, but maybe does not, but maybe doesn't care. He's a physical damager, and he's still got those arcane boots plus the grease behind him. So they're taking out the melee racks, and Empire, they've got to stop this. And they swap a perfect movement onto Sylar. They might get the kill.
Oh,
In fact, no, the snowball. RTK is there. There is the grave. Sylar gets back out again. He'll let the cooldown go in combination with the Requiem of Souls. Most of Empire was able to disengage. They look for the Sunstrike, but Sylar's BKB still continues. So LGD, they take the mid-melee racks and they get out scot-free after a fantastic play by RTK.
That was so good by him, and at the same time, DDC, ready with the grave. That was just as important to that situation, and that disengage was so sick by them. Luckily for both sides, I guess more luckily for LGD, nobody died, but Empire, they didn't happen to lose anybody. That Rax was most likely going down, but the next one you have to defend. Like, the high ground for the next push is going to be a lot harder for LGD. Just because I believe, clicking around on the towers, they are a lot healthier than the mid one was. The mid one was just, 3 seconds, boom, it was dead.
At the same time, you've still got that Aegis the Immortal for another 3 minutes overall, maybe, so he can just do what he did previously, just stand on the front lines and wait for Empire to initiate in. Like, it was an amazing swap from Aloha Dance, the fact that he caught the Gyrocopter out, because that was the one hero they could have killed off, as far as like being one of the big cores they could kill off. The T1 tower drops, the Dire Observer Ward from LGD is watching this movement from Empire inside their jungle. And this will allow Maybe to move forward. They'll see No Fear TPing out. The damage output from Maybe. It was going to be more than enough to get the kill, but MMY just ensures it with a blink forward into a Hex. And the Jugger BKB.
He needed one. He like side needed one. He goes for a BKB, but I don't know. His damage still feels like it lacks a little bit. There's so much that he has to cut through though.
They broke the smoke. Lavorst. Do you want to do this? The snowball forward.
Alright.
Lavorst, now he's going
BKBs
to
are
attack.
popped.
RTK, the Shallow Grave from DDC will keep him alive. Now swap him in deeper, and there's not a lot DDC can do. Well, maybe there is. The 4-star forward RTK can't snowball.
That's a gem. He doesn't have Grave now.
They've got to get it back. But there's no one who can really hold on to it. They move forward. The Raw's over on Sylar. They might be committed into this a little bit too hard, but Lavorst, he's going to go down.
Oh, here come the cores.
Yeah, Resolution's going to drop. He loses that gem, which they just took from the cold, dead fingers of LGD.
That looked like such a good engagement for half a second for Empire. They kill off the ROTK's Tusk. They managed to kill the Dazzle because the Grave was on CD, but lose heroes immediately after the Juggernaut. The buyback is available, but he doesn't have the gold for it. The Invoker does have the buyback, and he might just have to use it. They're going to go for this push here with both the cores dead, everybody healthy on the side of LGD.
How long does Maybe still have this Aegis for? He's got it for another minute and 10 seconds-ish.
That's a long enough time, I think. Without the Juggernaut, they just kind of lack for damage. Resolution's going to do what he can with his spells, but
even with the Juggernaut, you had a full butterfly over on that SF. He already had the evasion before.
Resolution just cops one hit. It already deals a fifth of his health.
MMY is waiting. They jump in, they get the stun, and that Vengeful Spirit, well, he was dead. The cooldown would have ensured it, but Maybe they just can't stop him. Like, you deny up your bottom racks, that might be nice, but you've still lost your mid melee, you've lost your range as well, and then you lose your melee on bottom. And LGD, they pulled out just to re-engage.
Resolution doesn't have buyback.
Buyback on the VS, but Resolution down for 70 seconds. Lavorst as well. Down for 70. That could be the game right there. LGD, in fact, it is. Team Empire will be eliminated by LGD Gaming. It takes the full 3 games to make it happen. But that is going to be all she wrote. Funnily enough, Blitz, because we finished so soon, we're able to jump ourselves into the Wings versus Alliance game. So that will be the next game we'll go into. So we'll have ourselves a very short break. The game is scheduled to start in 3 minutes time from now. So stay tuned, we will return.